What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how the body changes from year to year, month to month, etc. And this was spawned by, I had recently talked to an individual at the gym. And she used to train with this trainer several years ago. I'm talking like 5 to 7 years ago, something like that. And he had her on a program that long ago. And she still has this program. She was getting ready to get back in the gym, get started, get back on track, and she's going back to her old program. And I'm looking at her going, you're 20 pounds heavier than you were of fat when you were doing that program or when that program was made for you. You're completely different now, years later, and you're going back to that program. You're not hiring that trainer again. You're not starting from scratch saying, where am I now? You're going back to that program. Inevitably, she's doing this program and nothing is happening. Why? Because the program is not built for her anymore. You can do a program for, I don't know, a year, 6 months, 2 months, 5 years, whatever. At some point, the program is going to stop working because your body adapts and it changes. Now, there is no set point as to when this happens. I've had some of my clients that are new clients go, well, when do we change this? We change it when your body changes. When your body's adapted to it and it needs to change, that's when you change it. Well, when is that? Is it 2 weeks, 5 weeks? I have no idea. When your body does it, that's how it works. And, you know, I've had guys, I had one guy, Dennis, I'll never forget Dennis. He was in his mid to late 60s. And he used to train with a Russian bench press champion out in Russia. He wound up making his way to DC for work. And he was training at the same gym that I was at, watching me train my clients. And he was like, okay, this is probably the guy for me. So we start training Dennis. And we tracked him, it was over a year, with his weights. And we did the same routine Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a year. He progressed consistently for over a year. Every single workout, he was stronger. His body kept adapting and adapting and adapting. And actually, when he moved away and stopped training with him, when I moved away and stopped training with him, to that point, he still wasn't adapted to it. He was still adapting to it. So, I mean, you got guys like him that took him a year. Why would you change the routine if it's working? He was stronger in his mid-60s than he was in his 30s. So, obviously, you know, you have to pay attention to what the body tells you and what the person's body is doing. But you don't just change your routine for the fuck of it and just change it because, oh, it's time to change it. I want something different. That's all well and good. If you're like the person who likes to go in the gym and your gym is fun time and it's great time and it's social time and you want to change up your things, fine. If you're going in with a specific goal, if you want to get bigger, stronger, leaner, whatever, you got to do what it takes to do that stuff. And that doesn't mean change the routine all the time. Now, there are benefits to not changing your routine. Because you get better at doing the exercises, you get better at doing the workouts. You can actually walk in the gym and be very focused on what you have to do because you know what you have to do. There are disadvantages of changing your routine too much. By changing the routine, your body essentially never fully adapts to what you were doing. So you never get the most out of it before you switch and try to get it to adapt to something else, which it may or may not be able to adapt to because the body changes. Now, let's say you got really good results on one routine for 6 months and then 2 years go by and you go back to that routine. Are you going to get those same results that you got before? Probably not, because your body has changed. Every single year as you get older, your body's metabolism changes, the way it breaks down carbohydrates and fats and proteins changes, everything changes. Even the way that your body feels. Like, I obviously feel different at 37 than I did at 35. Why? Because I'm 3 years older now. So now, just because I'm older, what does that mean? Well, you know, a lot of people say that as they get older, they feel older. They feel their body changing. And it's true. The body does change like that. So what are you supposed to do if you have this great routine that worked before and you're getting back into the gym and you're trying to figure out where to start? You need to reassess everything again and start from scratch, from the very beginning, like you've never been to a gym before, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're starting from a new place, but basically with a new body. It's not the same. You know, and you try to explain this to people and they just don't get it. There's too many of the, you know, like, well, I paid for this online and I bought the, you know, beach bodies or whatever it is, and this is the super routine that works, and muscle confusion principles that, and there's just so much that confuses people that they don't really understand that your body's going to adapt to things. It's going to change to things. These cookie cutter programs may work for a little bit, but it's not the ideal thing, and it may not even work at all. So just be aware that if you have an old workout that you had from college you're 43 years old now, you're not going to get the same results. And I see it all the time. They go, yeah, I'm going to go back to what I did in college. Okay, I'm going to wear my rubber suit. I'm going to run. I'm going to eat nothing but tilapia and water and pretzels. I don't know where the fuck that came from. And I'm going to get in shape. In about 2 weeks to see this guy on the treadmill, dressed in like a sauna suit, sweating fucking buckets while he's trying to run, almost having a heart attack. And then he gets done and he has his little glass of water with fucking 2 pretzels. And he goes home because he's doing what he did in college. Inevitably, within the next 2 weeks, you will find that guy at the bar, sucking beers down, eating wings, eating burgers, eating hot dogs, and all the shit that he's not supposed to eat because you can't stick to that. His body's not going to respond. He's going to get aggravated, and he's going to go off the track again like it always does. So, be aware. Start from the beginning again. Reassess everything as your body goes. And remember, you don't have to change something if it's working, but if it's not working, you do have to change it. bios3training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. But don't fight. www.bios3training.com is the blog, and where the no change just because you want to bicep, we're out.